Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Yes, Nikita, Pramod, Kavya, Shreya, Tamanna, Mahak, Anmol. A very good afternoon to all of you. Pramod, thank you for the sweet message. Thank you so much. Okay. Uh, Today I have uploaded another PPT also. So you can take that down. Some new questions I have put in. Yesterday's PPT also had some questions, but I found some very good questions. So I said, okay, let me share them with you about index numbers. Okay. A very good afternoon to all of you. Yes. Okay, so we are talking about index numbers, and we know that there are three types of important index numbers: is the price index numbers, the quantity index numbers, and the value index numbers. So once I know how to calculate the price index numbers, I can easily calculate the quantity and value. Okay. Now there is another question to this, is that okay, I have been able to calculate, but then also I must know which index numbers to use when. I have last Byers, I have Pache, I have Fisher. So how, and there are many more, Marshall Edward. So just a minute. So we would like to know which index numbers to use. So depending on information that is available to you, your data that is available to you, what you want to find out. So what happens is, there to do that, we have what is called as test of adequacy. Okay, so we are going to talk about that also. Okay, and there are 4 tests of adequacies, which there are, we will see that also. So important thing for you to remember is price index, quantity index, and value index. Value, as you know, is what? Price into quantity. Okay, that is the value. Now, price indices. Okay, so what are price indices? These are indices used to monitor the change in price over time. Okay, so what we are doing here is over time. So you know that there is inflation. So something that was easily available or was available at a certain cost, because of inflation, what happens is the price of that commodity also rises, and with the same amount of money, I'm going to get lesser of that quantity. For example, if I was able to get 100 gram Cadbury, so now what happens is, maybe with the same amount of money, I can get 80 grams. So as inflation drains the purchasing power, so purchasing power, that is the amount that I can buy with the same money, it is necessary that we separate the real income from the nominal income. So for that, the last buyer and partial calculations are based on how much we spend for the same basket of goods. Okay, we take certain goods, we take the quantities. So what does last buyer do? Last buyer takes the same quantity in the base year as well as the current year and tries to find out the price for these goods. What this one does is, Pasha does is, it takes the current quantity, current requirement, and sees what it would have cost in the earlier year. That is the base year. Okay, and then, so last buy and Pasha calculations are based on how much we spend on the same basket of goods. Last buy uses the basket from the base period, while Pasha uses it from the current period. Okay, a last buyer of 100 means what? Okay, it means that a basket of goods from the base year will cost him the same today. So 100 means what? It was also same price for the base year and same price for the current year. We know that does not happen. Okay, so but it is just for you to understand that what it means is, whenever you get a value of one, say maybe 125, what does that mean? That the same goods which were costing 100 rupees in the base year are now costing you 125 rupees. Okay, so how much more do you have to pay? 25. Okay, it tells us by how much we should increase the person's income to offset the effects of inflation. These indexes are used by employers while increasing the salary or giving the raise to the employees, because they want to make sure that the employees are coming in happy. That whatever they are paying, the employee is able to run his household with that money. And so for that, what they have to do is they look at the price indices, and accordingly they try to change the salary of the person. Okay. So yes, Darshan, good afternoon. Yes. Mehek. Okay. So we are talking about the weighted aggregate indices. So Laspire says that the index base year quantities are used. So what does Laspire do? Pn upon PnQ0, that is the current price into the base year quantity. Okay, so what does this mean? This is summation of price of current year into base year quantity upon summation of price in base year into base year quantity. Means what? The same quantity, how much was it how much was it costing me in the base year, and in the numerator, that is there in the denominator, and in the numerator it is the price in the current year. So that means what? Last pair is giving you the effect of the changes due to change in price. Okay, so it uses base year, so makes the comparison more meaningful. So change in price index is attributable to changes in the price. Okay. It, however, does not consider changes in the buying pattern. Okay. So this is okay that we come to know about the prices. But what about the buying? Okay. Suppose I am a manufacturing company and I want to sell my products. So in that case, I have to also look into the buying pattern of the consumer. Pache says talks about current year's quantities are used as weight. What happened in last pair? What did we use? We used the base year quantities as weights, and Pache is using the current year's quantities as weights. So it uses current quantities to highlight current buying patterns, but due to this, we cannot attribute changes in the price index to price changes in price only. Okay. Because we are talking about current quantities. So what is it highlighting? It is highlighting the current buying patterns. What does last pair highlight? It highlights the changes in prices. Here it is highlighting the current the buying patterns of the consumer. And Marshall Edward, we have done this, that it takes the average. So here we multiply the current year's price with the quantity, that is the average of the quantities of the base year and the current year, divided by the base year price into the average of the quantities of the current and base year. So Fisher's ideal price index is square root of PnQ0. So this is equal to square root of L into P. Okay. So it is square root of L into P. So this is last pair. So last pair uses the base year. So this is your trick to remember. Okay, the trick to remember is that we are talking of. So this is base year. So P0, Q0, that is the last pair, and P and Qn is the partial. Okay. So just remember, P and Qn will come in the numerator for Pache, and P0, Q0 will come in the denominator for last pair. So Fisher is this is a very, very common question. Fisher is they will give you the option arithmetic mean, geometric mean, some other thing. Okay, so you must remember that it is the geometric mean. You can see from here what is f. F is equal to square root of L into P, or squaring both sides. I get f square is equal to LP. Okay. This is similar. This is similar to what we did in the chapter of means. So we said that if A, B, C are three numbers in GP, geometric progression, then B square will be equal to AC. Okay. So this Fisher is equal to square root of L and P means what? It is a geometric mean between last pair and partial. Okay. Then what happens is, we know that, yes, very good, Pramod. B square is equal to AC. Excellent. Yes, Tamanna, I will have a great afternoon with because all of my favorite students are with me. I'm so happy. Okay. So once when you watch the videos, also give a thumbs up so that we enjoyed the session. So what happens is that prices are changing very fast. And so we need to link the new price with the old price also. Okay. So what happens is when conditions are changing fast, we cannot work with a fixed base because the base itself is shifting. So relatives of each year are first related to the preceding year relative. Those are then chained together by successive multiplication to form a chain index. Okay. So what does chain index say? Chain index says that link relative of current year into chain index of previous year upon 100. Okay. Link relative of current year into chain index of previous year upon 100. Okay. And then for that we must know what link relative is. Link relative is current price upon old price into 100. Okay, current price upon old price into 100. So let us take this example from page 18.8. Yes, Devendra, Darshan, Kevin, yes, a very big thumbs up. Okay. So what will be the link relative here? We take it as 100 and chain relative as 100. Okay. Then what do I do? Link relative, I have seen the formula is what? Current year price upon previous year price. What is the current year price? Current year price is this for 1992. This is the current year price. This is the current year price. And what is this? This is the previous year price. Okay. So what is my link relative saying? I must divide the current with the previous. Okay. Current with the previous. So let us do that. So this is current year's price is 60, previous year's price is 50 into 100. So how much is this? 60 divided by 50 into 100, 120, right? And what is the formula for chain year? Chain relative says that link relative of current year into chain index of previous year upon 100. Okay. So what is the link relative of current year? This is 120 into chain index link relative of current year into chain relative of previous year upon 100. Okay. So 120 into what is the chain relative of the previous is 100 upon 100. So how much is this? 120. Can anybody tell me for 1993 what should I write? This is 62. Current year's price upon previous year price is 60 into 100. So can anybody tell me that value? Aditya, done? Okay. So 62 upon 60 is 103.3. Okay, now what? How do I find the chain relative? Chain relative will be 103.3 into chain relative of the previous year, that is 120 upon 100. How much is that? Yes, Aditya Pramod, can you tell me the chain relative? 103.3 into 120, 123.96. Okay, if I go further, next year 1994, I will divide the 65 with 60 upon 62 into 100 is how much? 65 divided by 62, 104.83. Okay. And now I will multiply this 104.83 with what? With the current relative of previous year is 123.96. 123.96 upon 100. 104.83 into 123.96. 129.94. 129.94. Is this correct? Yes, Aditya, very good. 124. Devendra, yes, very good. Anmol, you've got correct. Pramod, you've got correct. Yes. And the last one is this year's price 70 upon previous year price 65 into 100. So I get how much? 75. 75 divided 70. 70 divided by 65 is 107.69. And now I have to multiply this 107.69 with what? With 129.94. 107.69 multiplied by 129.94 is how much? 139.93. Yes, Pramod. 107. There. 107.69 and 139. Yes. Today Devendra, Anmol, Pramod and Darshan are on fire. Okay. They are solving so fast. Yes, Baba Sahib. Baba Sahib is also in the race now. He will also solve very well. Where have the girls gone? Okay, come on, girls. The boys are writing faster than you. Okay. So, just revising, we have three types of indices: price, quantity, and value. Okay. Then we talked about price and we talked about last buyers. Last buyer takes the quantity of the base year and tries to find the price of those same quantities in current year prices. Okay, and Pasha does what? It takes the current quantities and tries to find how much this would have cost in the base year. Okay. So we did that, and then we talked about Marshall-Edwards, which uses average of the quantity, and then Fisher, which is the geometric mean. Fisher is the geometric mean of these. Then we said that because things are changing very fast, conditions change very fast, values fluctuate very fast. So what we have done, we have tried to link the relative of each year with the preceding year link. So we have chain indices to be equal to link relatives of the previous year, link relative of the current year into chain index of the previous year upon 100. I repeat, the chain index is equal to the link relative of the current year into the chain index of the previous year. So, and what is link? Sorry about that. So link relative is what? Link relative is current year price over previous year price. Okay. So whenever we have these columns, the prices are given. Then first find the link relative and then find the chain index. Okay. So what do you try? These are the three columns you have to do. So price you have. So what is link relative? Link relative is current year's price upon previous year price into 100. And then I go to the chain index. Chain index is link relative of the current year into chain index of the previous year upon 100. Is that clear? I hope nobody has... Yes, Baba sir, I have posted the PDF, okay? So you can see this PDF. And we have done this sum. Okay. So the type of questions that are asked is based on Laspire, Pache and Fisher, that we must know this relation, that F square, Fisher square is equal to L into P, or Fisher is equal to square root of the multiplication of the Laspire and Pache. What does this mean? This means that it is a geometric mean of the two indices. Okay. Let us take the first question. This is if, not if. If Laspire's index number is 90 and Pache's index number is 160, find the Fisher's index number. Okay. So some of you can do it directly on the calculator. Okay. You don't even have to write it. So you can get those marks very easily. So, but for that, first you must understand, you must remember the formula, only you can then do that. So what are we asked, Fisher? So F square is equal to L is how much? Laspire is 90 into Pache is how much? 160. So how much is this? $160 into 90 is 14400. Okay, so Fisher square is equal to 14400. So F is how much? Square is taking square root on both sides. I get square root of F square is F, and this becomes square root of 14400. So I take the square root and I do 14400. I get 144 square root of 14400 is how much? Anybody can give me the answer? 120. Yes, very good, Mehak. Come on. Okay, Vaishnavi. Yes, Prakriti. Very fast now. Yeah. Okay. So we know that Fisher index is the geometric mean of the Laspire and Pache index, and so we are able to do this. Okay. Second question. If Fisher's index number is 150 and Pache's index number is 144, find Laspire's index number. So from this formula, Fisher square is equal to Laspire into Pache. I can get Laspires to be L is equal to F square upon P. Okay. So what I have done is I have taken this P in the denominator of F. So L is equal to F square into P. So how much will I have? FL to be equal, last pair's index number, last index number is equal to what? F square, that is 150 square upon partial. Partial is 144. So 150 into 150 is 22500 upon 144 divided by 144 is how much? Are very good, Vaishnavi. You did without the calculator. Narendra also. Parul. Yes, very good. Aditya is saying 156. Pramod is also saying same. Devendra, Vaishnavi, Pragati. Excellent. 156.25. Okay, very good. So now can we go to the next sum? Yes, Kavya, Shreya, Pragati, Vaishnavi, Narendra. Yes, very good. Now we have the next sum. Last pair's index is given, Partial's index number is given, and we are asked to find Fisher's index number. So Fisher is F square is equal to L into P. L is how much? 250. Partial is how much? 160. So we get F square to be equal to 250 into 160. So which is equal to 40,000. So F will be equal to square root of 40,000. So square root of 200. Yes. Yes, very good. Vaishnavi, not 2,200. Yes, Aditya, Babasaheb, Devendra, Kavya, Anmol, Pragati, Parul, Vaishnavi. Okay. So I have summation Pn Qn to be equal to 117. Okay, so now what happens is that this was when we were talking about the relationship between the two, the three, that is Laspire, Pache and Fisher, when we already had the values of 1 and 2 and then we had to find the other. But you need to construct also that index number, okay? Where did that number they are saying, like right now we had said, na? Last pair is 250. How did the 250 come? There is a calculation behind that. And so we are doing that calculation. Okay. So we have summation Pn Qn. We have summation P0 Q0. Then we have summation P0 Qn. And we have Pn Q0. Okay. So we usually, just a minute. So this is my base year and this is my current year. So base year I will have P0, Q0, and in the current year my symbols will be Pn, Qn. Okay, in some books it is P1, Q1. Okay, so in some books it is written as P0, Q0, that remains the same, but for the current year instead of using N they have written 1. Okay, so you should not get confused. Now you have to find the Fisher's ideal index number. See, there are 3 ways in it. That is, data is given to you, raw data is given to you, you are given prices, you are given quantities, and then you are asked to find these index numbers. Second is this way, that summations are given to you and they ask you to find the index number. Or third is there you tap the relationship between them, that is F square is equal to L into P. Okay, so either of them. Now this particular sum, again we are going to try to do it by two ways. Okay, either I use the Fisher formula and do it, or I can find out the last pair separately, partial separately, and then find the square root. Why I'm telling you is that sometimes you get confused what is there in the numerator, what is there in the denominator for Fisher. So it is easier this way. That does not mean you have to do it by both the methods. You can use only one method, whichever method you want, and you can do it. Okay, so let us put in the values here. This is the general formula for Fisher, which is equal to now. Okay. In this method, I'm directly putting it into formula, and in this method, I'll calculate last pair separately, partial separately, and then put it in the formula for F is equal to square root of L into P and find out. So ideally these two should come same. Okay. Q0, Qn P0. Where is Qn P0? That is 97 upon P0 Q0. P0 Q0 is how much? 116 into Pn Qn, that is 117 upon Q0 Pn. Q0 Pn 90. Oh. Qn, oh no. That is Qn P0. Qn P0 is 140. Okay, 140 upon 116 into Pn Qn 117 Pn Q0. Pn Q0, that is 97. Just a minute. This is, I think, the formula for quantity, not for price. Wait. This is for the price, okay? Just, I think I wrote down the formula for quantity index, not the price index. This is for quantity, okay? The formula not incorrect, but we are finding the price indexes. Okay, so I will get this as square root of summation Pn Qn upon summation Pn Q0 upon summation P0 Q0, that is for last pair, into I have summation Pn Qn upon summation P0 Qn. Okay. So now let us find out. Okay. So I will get square root of summation of Pn Q0. Pn Q0 is 97 upon P0 Q0 is 116 into Pn Qn is 117 upon P0 Qn is 140. P0 Qn is 140. So can you find the answer? Yes, very good, Shreya. Very good. Yes, one, Aditya. Okay, I wrote the quantity index over here. So sorry for that. This is the price index for Fisher. Okay, into 100. So how much is this? 97. So I will. This is equal to square root of 97 into 117 is how much? 11349 upon 116 into 140, 16240. So how much is this? 11349 divided by 16240 is 0.6. This is equal to 0.6988 into 100. Square root of 0.6988 into 100. So how much is square root of 0.6988? Is 80.8359 into 100. So this is equal to 83.59. Okay? Yes. There is a decimal here. Okay. Yes, Aditya. Thank you. Yes. Parul, Pramod, Pragati, Narendra, Aditya, Devendra. Okay, Shreya. Exactly. Yes. Now let us see. Let us calculate last pair separately, partial separately, and then find out this. Okay. So let us see. So here last pair's index is how much? Summation P n Q0. P n Q0 is 97 upon this is how much? P0 Q0 is 116. Okay, so how much is 97 divided by 116? 83.62, 0.8362. How much is partial index? Partial index is summation Pn Qn. Pn Qn is 117 upon P0 Qn. P0 Qn is 140. So this is how much? 117 divided by 140, which is equal to 83.57, 0.8357. So Fisher will be what? It will be square root of L into P into 100. So how much is this? Square root of 0.8362 into 0.8357 into 100. 0.8362 into 0.8357 is equal to square root of 0.6988 into 100. So square root of 0.6988 is 83.59. Okay? Yes. Yes, Shreya, if you take up to 2 decimal places only, then you will find the answer to be same. Okay? You have to just take a little more decimals and you will get the answer. Yes. Excellent. Kevin, Pragati, Pramod, Devendra, Aditya. Okay? And let us go to the next sum. Okay, please don't use this formula. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Now, P and Qn is given. P0Q0 is given, P0Qn is given, and PnQ0 is given. Find the Fisher's ideal index. Okay, let us see this now. Can you do that for me? So Fisher will be equal to square root of what? Summation PnQ0 upon summation P0Q0 into summation of PnQn upon summation of P0Qn into 100, which is equal to square root of PnQ0 is 1180, P0Q0 is 1170 into PnQn is how much? 1064 and P0Qn is 1100 into 100. So can we calculate this? One 180 into 1064, which is equal to, under the square root sign, I have 1255520 divided by 1170 into 1100. That is 1287123. 1180 into 1064 is 125520. And then divide this by 1287000. Gives you, how much are you getting this? This is equal to square root of 0.9755 into 100. How much is square root of? Square root of 0.9755 is 98.77. Okay. So this becomes 98.77. Is everybody with me? Are you getting this answer? Yes, very good. Now similarly, can we find out last pair? So that you get practice of all the three calculations, you are able to do them. Last pair is how much? PnQ0. PnQ0 is 1180 upon P0Q0 is 1170. This is equal to 1180 divided by 1170, 100.85. 100.85. Partial is what? PnQn. PnQn is 1064 upon P0Qn 1100. 1064 divided by 1100, it is equal to 96. Okay. .10085, and this is equal to 0.9673. Okay, so Fisher will be equal to square root of 0.10085 into 0.9673, which is equal to 0.10085 into 0.9673 gives you how much? Square root of 0.0977 755 into 100. So square root Square root of 0.9755, it gives you 98.77. Kevin, yes, correct. Yeah, very good, Pramod. Very good. Yes. Excellent work, Pragati. Devendra. Yes. So you got 96.73 per Pashe. Very good. Okay. Next sum is, now they're asking you directly to calculate only last pair. They don't want Fisher, they only want last pair. Okay. So then we know the formula. Quantity remains same in last pair. So we have Q0 in the numerator as well as denominator. In the numerator, you will have price Pn, and in the denominator, you will have price P0. Okay. Can you do that and tell me the answer? So last pair's index is equal to summation P n Q0. Summation P n Q0 is 1990 upon P0 Q0, that is 1360 into 100. Okay. So how much is this? 1990 divided by 1360. Okay. 146. 1990 Pn Q0. Pn Q0 is 1990 upon 1360. 1990 divided by, oh no, 1900. 1900 divided by, this is 1900. 1900 divided by 1360. So this is 139.7. Okay. Okay. Very scoring marks are there. These marks are very scoring. So you can even have 139.7. Because you can directly do on calculator. Okay. You don't even need anything else. Summation P and Q. Now again here we have to find last pair. Okay, so last pair's index is equal to summation P n Q0, that is old quantity multiplied by the current price divided by old quantity multiplied by the old price. Okay, remember like this. If you see that continuously, remember last pair base quantity, last pair base quantity. Once you need to remember only one, automatically you'll be able to remember Pasha and Fisher. Okay, so you don't think of them as three formula, just think of them as one formula, and then you will be able to do it. Now P n Q0 is how much? P n Q0 is 600. P0 Q0 is 240 into 100. So 600 divided by 240. Okay, 250. Yes, everybody with me? Those watching on YouTube, please give a thumbs up if you like things going on. Priyanka, why 200? Yes, Aditya, Pragati, Aditya Vadekar, Vaishnavi. Yes, Vaishnavi, correct. Only you have to add a 0 there. Okay, excellent. Yes. Now let us go to the next sum. Now you have to calculate the Marshall-Edwards. Here you have to calculate the Marshall-Edwards. Now what is this thing Marshall-Edwards? So what will this be is, this is equal to summation of Pn Qn plus Q0 upon summation of P0 Qn plus Q0 into 100. Okay. Now what I have is, I have to expand the bracket. So what will this become? This will become summation of Pn Q0 plus Pn Qn plus Pn Q0 upon summation of P0 Qn plus summation of P0 Q0. Okay. So into 100. So can you tell me how much is this? Pn Qn is 1004, Pn Q0. Pn Q0 is 962 upon P0 Qn. P0 Qn is 1095 plus P0 Q0 is 1053. Okay, the whole thing you have to solve and then you get. Now how much is 1004 plus 962? This is equal to 1966. How much is this? 1095 plus 1053. 2148 into 100. 1966 divided by 2148 is equal to 91.53. Okay. Priyanka, that's okay. Everybody makes mistake. Vaishnavi 7th, how can it be 25? 600 upon 240 is how much? 600 divided by 240 is 2.5. 2.5 when you multiply by 100, you get 250. Okay. नहीं वैष्णवी 25 नहीं आएगा. अभी दिखाया ना मैंने आपको. 600 इसको आप डिवाइड कीजिए. 600 divided by 240 is how much? 2.5. This is equal to 2.5 into 100. Okay, and that is why you are getting this answer. Okay. Yes, Vaishnavi. Okay, very good. Now we are finding Marshall-Edwards. So we are getting 91.53. Yes, Anmol. Correct. Lisa. Oh, yes, Lisa. You're back. Pragati. Pramod. Yes. We missed you, Lisa. After so many days, you are here. Okay. Just everybody check whether you got this. Yes. Mehak, what do you mean by defaulted value? Qn upon Q0? Qn plus Q0, okay? For Marshall-Edwards, there is, because we find the average of the current quantity and the base quantity, we find the average. And so we have Qn plus Q0, okay? No, I think you meant that. Yes, Pramod. Pramod, Vaishnavi, Pramod is telling you that you must have multiplied by only 10 instead of 100. Okay. So can we have the next sum, that is? Okay, now these sums are a little different from what we are doing right now, because what we have found that index. Okay, first was construction of the index, so how we made that index. Now then we use that index, and now we must use this index for the practical solutions, okay, to find out how the prices have changed. So how should your salary be? Okay. Net monthly salary of an employee was 3,000 in the year 2000. Okay, in year 2000. The consumer price index in 2000 was 250 with 2000 year as base. How much dearness allowance should be paid to rightly compensate? Means what? Now the company is saying, okay, in the year 2000 his salary was 3000 rupees. Okay, now they know inflation has risen, so they want now, in 2000 they were paying him 3000 rupees, but now they want to revise his salary in the year 2005. How much should they revise? Means what? This consumer price index is in 2005 is 250, means that any salary any salary that you were getting at rupees 100, suppose you were getting rupees 100, it should now be rupees 250. Okay, that is the meaning of this consumer price index of 250. So now your salary is rupees 3000. So what should it be? Should now become 250 upon 100 into 3000. Simple unitary method. 250 into 100, 250 into 3000 upon 100. This is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, rupees 750. So if you take into account the consumer price index, whatever was costing 100 rupees is now costing 250 rupees. So if you want your customer, your employee to be happy, what should the company do? The company which was earlier paying them 3000 should now pay them 7500. Okay, so dearness allowance should be equal to rupees 7500 minus rupees 3000. So this is how much? Rupees 4500. So how much dearness allowance should be paid? Rupees 4500. Yes, Lizard. Pragati, what 1200 is what? Yes, Devendra. Okay, so earlier, if the person was getting 3000, you should now pay him 7500, so that whatever lifestyle he was used to earlier, he will be able to maintain that lifestyle. Okay, like you remember that up till last year, you could get something, maybe a samosa at 10 rupees, 15 rupees, but now everybody started increasing it to 20, 22, 25. Okay, so similarly, if you were paying him 3000, now you should pay him 7500. So the differential is dearness allowance. Okay. Yes, very good, Devendra. Others, have you understood? Okay. So yes, we'll take a break. Okay. Yes. Break, Leland? Is it? Welcome back. Okay. So this was the sum we did. So here, now let us see the next sum. Now salary is raised from 500, from 300 to 500, and the cost of, and the consumer price index goes from 100 to 200. Okay, find the real wage. Okay, means what? As such, it looks like from 300, my wages have gone to 500. But can you see the price? Something that was costing me 100 is now costing me 200. Remember during the pandemic, vegetables, cereals, everything, everything was double. Milk. So that time, even though my salary has now become 500, it is not enough. Okay, so real wage is equal to nominal wage in the current year into the consumer price index of the base year into consumer price index of the current year. So real wage will be equal to nominal wage in the current year is 500. This is what I'm going to get into consumer base for the base year is taken as 100. Okay, it's given 100 and then 200. So how much will this be? This will be rupees how much? 500 upon 200 into 100, 250. Okay, is 250. Yes, everybody with me? Excellent, excellent. Priyanka, Devendra, Vadikar, Pramod, Kavya. Okay, thank you, Kavya. Kavya has written, thank you so much, ma'am. You made syllabus easy. We will need you. We'll meet you in the inter. Yes, of course, I will be there. Okay, Nabin, what is your question? In the ninth question, how did you get rupees 100 should now be two. Okay. No, that is the meaning of the index, okay? See, it's written, na? The consumer price index is 2005. What is the meaning of this? CPI of 250 means what? This means that something that was costing you rupees 100 is now going to cost you how much? Rupees 250. Okay, this is the meaning of this. So, if I were to get something, if I were to get 100 rupees, now my employer must pay me at least 250 rupees so that I will be able to bear all the cost. Okay, this is the meaning. Yes, understood, Lisa? Yes. Okay. And this sum now, you understood? Excellent. Now let us go to the next one. The price index number in 2010 is 286 with 2000 as a base year. Find average increase in price with base year 2000. Okay. So, what does it mean? Find the average increase in price. They don't want the price, they want how much has increased. So, something that was costing rupees 100 is now costing you how much? Rupees 286. So, how much is the increase? Increase will be equal to new price minus base price. What is the new price? Rupees 286. What is the base price? Rupees 100. Okay. So this is equal to how much? Rupees 186. So how much has the price increased by? 186. Okay. So this is 186%. Is that clear? Okay. I have written 12 first and 11 later. Okay. Now, can you tell me the price index number in 2020 is 225 with 2000 as a base year. Find average increase in price. So, can you quickly tell me? See, these are sums you can easily do. Yes, Kavya. Whatever be your base year, you have to take it as 100. Okay? Yes. They will give you. Okay? They will give you. Don't worry about that. So, what will be the increase percentage? Yes. Quickly calculate. So 225 minus 100. Yes, very good. Devendra, Pramod, Kavya. Yes, very good. So this is equal to 125%. Same logic. Something that was costing me rupees 100 is now costing me 225. Okay. So what is with it is now it means increase in price. Increase in price is equal to new price minus old price, base price. New price is 225 minus base price is 100, which is equal to 125. Okay. If they ask you increase in percent, what is this? This is equal to increase upon base price into 100. How much is the increase? 125 rupees. How much is the base price? 100 and into 100. So 100 will get cancelled. So you will have 125%. Is that clear? Yes, yes, Nikita. Excellent. Mehak, Nikita, Shreya, Liza, Priyanka, Kavya, Pramod, Devendra, Vadekar. Yes. Monthly salary for Ram was 10,000 in 2020 and it increased to 20,000 in 2023, while the consumer price index is 240 in 2023, with 2020 year as base year. What should his salary be in 2023? Okay, so now you will understand that how it is important that looking at the consumer price index is so important when deciding on salary. So actually looking at this, what do you see? In 2020 his salary was 10,000 and now it has doubled to 20,000. Okay, so like when you're reading this you feel so good. His salary has doubled. But what about the CPI? What about the consumer price index? It is 240. The prices have more than double. Something was 100, it is not 200, it is 240. It is more than double. The prices have more than double. So even though the salary has doubled, but it is not sufficient to meet my expenses. So consumer price index is equal to current prices upon base prices into 100. Okay. So how much is it? This is 240. They've given you. So what is the price? That is what I want to find out. How much should have been the price? Means how much should have been the salary? Okay, here let me change this. So this instead of P I can write salary. So this will be CPI will be equal to salary in current year upon salary in base year in current year into 100. So this is 240. Salary in current year, I don't know. So let me put it as PN. And salary in base year is how much? 10,000 into 100. So these two zeros get cancelled. So my salary in current year, I cross multiply, I get 240 into 100. So that is rupees 24,000. Okay. So ideally, Ram should receive a salary of 24,000 so that he is able to have able to meet all his expenses. Okay. Devendra, what is 200? Yes, Aditya, Priyanka. Yes, Devendra, now 24. Pramod, correct. Okay. If prices rises by 10% and wages rose by 20%, the real wage increase is by how much? Okay. So what does this mean is that suppose salary in base year is 100. Okay. 100 rupees. So salary in current year will be how much? Can anybody tell me? Looking at this, how much will be his salary or wages? Okay, it's wages here. Let me use the word wages. Wages in base year is 100 rupees. So wages in current year will be how much? What does this wages rose by 20% mean? It means, yes, very good. It means it is going to be 100 plus 20, which is equal to rupees 120. Okay. Now this is 120. What about the prices? So prices in base year were how much? Rupees 100. Prices in current year will be how much? Rupees 100 plus 10, which is equal to 110. Okay. Means what? Even though it seems like my wages have rose by 20%, but actually because of rise in prices, the 10 out of the 20 rupees, the 10 rupees is going to go to compensating for the inflation. So the real wage rise will be how much? Real wage rise will be equal to rupees 120 upon rupees 110 into 100, which is equal to how much? 120 divided by 110 is equal to 109.09%. 109.09%. Okay. So this comes to this one. So increase will be how much? Increase will be 9.09%. Yes, very good, Pramod. 110, 120. Yes, Pramod, Liza, Devendra, Narendra, Kavya, Vadekar, Babasaheb. Okay. Okay. Yes, Priyanka. Salary received in 2020 is 160 and the consumer price index is 313. in 2020. Find the real wage. Yes, Nikita. Yes, very good. Lisa. Yes. So, when we are saying that the consumer price index in 2020 is 313, so real wage, and whatever I've received 160 rupees. Okay, the rate, salary rate is 160 rupees, maybe per hour or per day. So, how much am I getting actually in hand? How much will I be able to use is this real wage. When I strip off all the inflation, how much is it? So, real wage will be nominal wage in current year. Nominal wage in current year is 160 into consumer price index of the base year is 100 divided by consumer price index of, this is not a decimal, okay, upon consumer price index of the current year, it is given to me as 313. So what is the real wage? Can anybody tell me? Yes, Lisa, Pramod, very good. Rupees 51.12. Excellent. Okay. So these are the extra sums I wanted to take because these are very practical. So even like you can understand those questions also very well. So whatever is given in the book, you should study material, you should read to understand the topic very well. But these are the types of sums that you can get. Okay. So we were talking about the price indexes, and then we have the quantity indexes. Ideal. It's an ideal. Ideal index. Okay. This is not price. Please make those changes in the PDF also. Okay. So here last pair says that Qn P0 upon P0 Q0 into 100 as last pairs quantity index. Then here index base year prices are used. So like in price indices, what have we taken? We have taken base year quantities. In weighted aggregate for quantity indices, we are using what? We are using base year prices. Okay, remember for price index. Okay, for price index, we use what weights? We use quantity as base year as weight. Okay, quantity in the base year as weight. In quantity index, we will use price in the base year as weight. Okay, so can you appreciate this? That here you have P0 and P0. Okay, earlier we had Q0, Q0. Here now the quantities are changing. Can you see? Now the quantities are changing. The price, base year price is going to be used. In Pashe, again the same thing. Here also your price, here the quantity base was 1 and here quantity index, the price base of the base year was taken. Here what happens in Pashe? Price of the current year. Price of the current year is taken as weight. Okay. So this is what this we are talking about the quantity. Okay. So quantity index. So price index, we took the quantity as base, and in quantity index, we take price as base. So in this also, what is happening in last pair? We are taking the base price as the weight, and in Pashe, we are taking the current year's price as base. And Fisher will obviously be the square root of this. Okay. Then we come to value indices. Value is what? Value is price into quantity. So value index is summation Vn. This is what? Value of current year. And what is V0? Value of base year. Okay. And then we find the value index. Nikita, weightage of the chapter is, let me see. You do get sums on this chapter, okay? Let's see where it is. It is 10 to 15%, okay? So you can expect sums, okay? Okay. Let me verify. Okay. Yes. Now there are these concepts that you should know of. These are deflating, slicing. Okay. So here we will first do from the PPT, and then I will take you to the sum in the study material for understanding. Time series using deflation and using index numbers. So what is deflating is that the time series uses the index number. So deflation is the process of removing effect of price inflation from the data. So we are interested in knowing about the data without the effect of inflation. So deflated value is current value upon the price index of the current year, okay, into 100. Shifting, what happens is original price index upon price index of the year to which it has to be shifted. Okay. So these questions can come for your theory. Splicing, when there is a major change in the quantity weights, two sets of price indexes covering two different time periods, splicing is done. Okay. We will see the sum. So you will come to know over there. So we are just talking about this. Forward splicing means what? If all the index numbers are calculated using the new base year, and backward splicing is all the index numbers are calculated using the old base year. Okay. So this is splicing, forward slicing and backward slicing. Shifting is original upon price index of the year to which it has to be shifted. Deflation is current value upon the price index of the current year. Okay. Then the important aspect of test of adequacy. I think the weightage has increased now. Let me just see. Okay, let me just check. I hope you can see this. Okay, they have not updated. Okay, so don't worry, because now you don't have time series. So let us go back to our PPT. Okay, so test of adequacy. See, what does test of adequacy mean? Okay, let us understand the concept. Test of adequacy is that we are trying to test for time, unit, and factors. What happens when I take the base year and current year and I interchange them? Okay. Ideally, what should happen? There should be no change. If one is made the base year and the other is made the current year, you should be able to get the similar result, right? So that means whether or not these index numbers will give you the same value if you interchange the base years. Okay. Unit. Ideally, every index number should be free from unit. Okay, so sometimes if I'm measuring something in rupees or I'm measuring it in paise, it should not change. Okay, if I change the unit of maybe kgs to gram, then also it should not change. Okay, then value factor. As we know that value is equal to price into quantity. So whether my price index and my quantity index, when I multiply them, will give me the same result as I would have obtained by when I calculated the value index separately. So remember that we are testing the adequacy of the different indices for time, for factor, as well as for unit. Okay, and for that we have 4 tests. So the 4 tests are unit test, time reversal test, factor test, and you have the ideal index and the circular test. Okay, so 4 tests are unit test, time reversal test, factor test, and circular test. So unit test, as the name suggests, that my index number should be independent of the unit. Okay, unit test means that my unit. Time reversal test is saying that the method should work both forward and backward. So suppose I have 100 rupees thing costing 250. So if I do the reverse calculation, the 250 should give me the base price at 100. Okay, this is the meaning. So P01 into P10 is equal to 1. Okay. So which of them satisfies this? Okay, this is very popular theory question. Yes, Mehak, 100 in the base year. See, multiplying by 100, Aditya, it is not relevant, you know. You need to understand what should come in the numerator, what should come in the denominator. Many times you are using it, the index in decimal numbers also. Okay, that's perfectly fine. You can use it as a percentage, you can use it as a number also. That will not make a difference so long as you understand the logic behind it. Okay, Aditya? Can you see the screen? Priyanka, you're not able to see the screen? Okay, zoom the screen. Okay. But it's already big enough. Can you see it now, Priyanka? Okay. So first test we are talking about is a unit test. So formula is independent of the unit. Time reversal test means P01 into P10. If I calculate the price index, when I change the base year, then it should be equal to 1. That is, 1 should be the reciprocal of another. So if I interchange the base year, then I should get a reciprocal. So very important here is this. This is a favorite theory question. Fisher method satisfies the test. Last pair and Pache do not. Okay. So Fisher satisfies time reversal test. Factor reversal test, that is the product of price index and quantity index should be equal to the value. Okay, so I find out the price index, I find out the quantity index, and I multiply the index. That should be equal to if I had directly multiplied the price and quantity and got the index. Okay, so P01 star Q01 is equal to B01. So Fisher method satisfies the test. So Fisher method, as you can see, is satisfying time reversal as well as the factor reversal. So that gives rise to the ideal index. That is why Fisher is called as the ideal index. Why? Because it satisfies both the time reversal as well as factor reversal test. Okay. It satisfies both the time as well as factor. So these are all very important. This slide is extremely important. Okay. Okay, I will check. Okay, Priyanka? No problem. If that PPT that I have sent is not visible, then also no problem. I will share one more PPT, PDF, and then you can use that. Okay. Maybe you download it. It takes time to download. If your video is going on right now, so the download speed is less, so you can see later on. Now it's okay. Yes, very good. See, Priyanka, it is more to do with your internet speed. Okay. Because the PDFs are made with utmost care and with very good it's saved in a very good quality also. So that should not have any problem for you to read that. Okay. So we have talked about unit test. We have talked about time reversal. We have talked about factor reversal. Okay. And we have now talked about ideal index. What is an ideal index? Which satisfies both the time reversal test as well as the factor reversal test. Then we are talking about the circular test. It used when base has to be shifted. Like Laspire, Pache, and Fisher's method do not satisfy this. Only these two. Okay, this you have to learn. Okay, you have to learn this because you don't have this in detail, but you only know you must get this. This is a very popular theory question that which index number satisfies the circular test. Only the geometric mean of price relatives, this is 1, and the weighted aggregate of fixed weights satisfy the circular test. What does circular test mean? That P01 into P12 into P20 is equal to 1. वैष्णवी लॉगिन कीजिएगा VCC लॉगिन की भी जरूरत नहीं. You can go to the VCC website and over there you can see the schedules, you can see all the notes, all the teachers. Every teacher has uploaded notes, so you can see it over there. Okay. So this is one chart I have made specially for you students, is to see the test. If you learn this, you will get the marks and any question that they ask you in a test of adequacy. Okay. So first test we are considering is unit test. So who satisfies the unit test? Laspire, Pache, and Fisher. Exception is simple aggregate. Okay. It does not satisfy. Then time reversal test. Only Fisher satisfies it. Laspire and Pache do not satisfy it. Factor reversal test. Okay, as we already know, that is why Fisher is called as the ideal index, because it satisfies both the time reversal as well as the factor reversal. So, but Laspire and Pache do not satisfy. And circular test is satisfied by whom? Simple geometric mean of price relatives and weighted aggregates with fixed price. Okay, don't need to go into details. Don't try to see what this is. It is not there. Only you need to know the names. Okay, and it is not, circular test is not satisfied by Laspire, Pache, and Fisher. Okay. And now I would like to take you to this thing, the splicing and this. Okay, now here we are going to see the deflation. Okay, here we will see the deflation. Okay, so what is given in the sum is wholesale price index are given and GNP at current prices are given and the real GNP is given. We have to see. Okay, so wholesale price index are given for the different years. Now deflated value will be current value upon it will be current value upon the it is the current value upon the price index of the current year. So what is the current value upon the price index of the year? Okay, so here it is 113. So let us calculate for everyone, or current value into base price upon the current price. So you can see that what is the current price? 7499. Okay, so this real you get is, how do you get? This is the calculation that you will take the current price, that is 7499, divided by what is the wholesale price index? 113.1 into 100. Okay, so 7499 divided by 113.1 into 100, it gives you 6630. Let us see for the other. The price here is 7935. I have to divide it by 116.3. So 7935 divided by 116.3. So this is equal to 6823. Okay, and so on. So this means that if you strip off the inflation, you will get the real value. So real value now becomes how much? Current price is looking at 7499, but if you strip off the inflation, you see that it is equal to 6630. Okay. Then we want to see the shifting and splicing. Okay. Yes, Ardhendu, there are 4 tests of adequacies. Yes, Priyanka, thank you. You like the chart? Very good. Okay, so now 2 technical points are there is how the base period of the index is shifted and how two index covering different bases may be combined into series. Okay, so A part is how to shift the base, B part is how to shift the series to the new base. Okay, so here what we have is, we have for different years from 1990 to 1991, I have the original price index, and so original price index was 100, 104, 106. Now what we have done, we have now shifted the base to what? We have shifted the base to 1990. Okay. So if I shift the base to 1990, means what? This will become what? This will become 100. Now I have to find this in terms of the this original price in terms of the new base. So original is 100 and new base is 140 into 100. So how much will this be? 100 into 100 divided by 140. So I'm getting this as equal to 71.4. Okay. What happens here is, originally what was, this was my base here. This was my base here. Now what I have done, I have shifted. This is for shifting. So I have shifted my base here to 1990. Okay. So when I do that, what happens is these all figure, original figure will now change to these figure. Originally, what is 100? Now, because the base has become 140, it becomes 71.4. 104 becomes 74.3, and so on and so forth. And the most important is that here you should first write this as 100. Okay. This is more for your understanding. Okay. Now splicing. Okay. So now we are doing splicing. Here, old price index was 1990. It was taken as 100. Up to 1995, it was this way. Okay, 1995 is important. Now what, this was the old price index, it would have gone further, but in 1995, we decided that we will revise 1995 to be the base year. 1995 is now made the base year. So what will happen now? This becomes 100 and all of this becomes 102, 104. Okay, so these have been calculated. So now what happens is that we will be, this is 114 which became 100. Okay, 114 became 100. Can you see that the later years, no change. Okay, no change. 102 will remain 102. 106 becomes 106. Okay, so what is going to change is here. Okay, and how is it going to change? Because 114 became 100, so it becomes 100 divided by 114. So 0.8772. 0.8772 into 100. Okay. So we have 100 divided by 1. Okay, 114. 100 divided by 114.2 is 87.56. Okay. So we will get this ratio from here. 100 divided by 114.2. How much is this? This is 0.8756. Okay. Now this 8756, I will multiply with each of them. So 100 into 0.8756 gives me simply 87.56. That I know. 102 into 0.8756 will now give me into 102.3 will give me 89.6. Okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, crystal clear? Nikita, this is the last time I'm hearing this sweet word. Crystal clear? 8756 into 102.3. Okay, 89.6. Okay, so have you understood that all you have to do is, important thing is which year is changing? Just take that ratio and below that, splicing means what? After that, the base year will already changed. So all the index numbers after the change of base year will remain the same. What is going to change in splicing is the year, the index numbers before. So that when we combine these two, they are able to give you the correct answer. Okay. Okay, test of adequacy we have done. Okay, these are also very easy. If I want to see this, if numbers are also given, then also we will be able to calculate. So we have P, this is P0, this is Q0, this is P1. Okay, base year means this is what? P0. What is this? This is Q0. What is this? This is Pn, this is Qn. Okay, just make the table P0 Q0, Pn Qn, P0 Qn, and Pn Q0. Okay, this is 0. So but more the sums that I have taken, you will be having. Okay, there is a few things I want to tell you. Okay, most important. These are the tips I want to give you for your preparation. Those of you who are attempting June, or some of you may even be in 11th and will be attempting next year. Whatever it is, first maintain a notebook of formula. Okay, Pramod has asked me to give you certain tips of formula. Okay, please don't take printouts, write down, take a 50-page small book, okay, which you can easily carry everywhere. So you take the book and write down the formula for each chapter in mathematics, okay? And whenever you're traveling, you're in a bus, or then you can easily revise, or you have free time, between two lectures in your school, you have certain time, then you quickly open the notebook and learn the formula, okay? Then you must know your tables of prime numbers, okay? At least up to 23, you should know, okay? Why that is so is that just looking quickly at the number, why do you need a calculator? If you can see the number, if you see 169, you should quickly think of it as 13 square, okay? So that is important. Always study in the morning for mathematics, okay? Why this happens is because in the evening we are already tired, and then when we are not able to do the sum, what happens? We just bang the book and we just take a bed sheet and go off to sleep. But in the morning, if you study, what happens? It will remain in your mind. See, I could not solve that sum. So in the evening, before going to bed, you will try to solve it again. Okay, so that is a very important thing, is try to solve it in the morning, so that it will remain with you, okay? Or don't think of it in terms of weightage, okay? Understand it very well, because what you do in the chapter on indices is going to be there. You need it in every chapter, okay? So how does the weightage matter? Okay, it will not matter. So you should know. And some of because if you have a lot of time, it is still February, March, April, May, so you have 3 months time. Easily you can cover everything, and whenever you can't or you get stuck, you can always watch these videos again, right? So you should make sure that you are doing it that way, okay? And most important, maths every day. Maths means maths and stats. So paper 3 preparation every day, okay? And especially 5 sums on math, because math is very easy, okay? Math is easy, but there is a time constraint, okay? In the exam you have the time constraint, so you should ensure that every day you're practicing, because otherwise you say, I had done this sum, why can't I remember the answer now? You don't have to remember the answer. Your body will have the speed, you can quickly see things, which is through practice, okay? Yes, Nikita is saying crystal clear, Swati, crystal, Liza, yes, Priyanka, thank you. Mehak, Pramod, Vaishnavi. Vaishnavi, if you have a doubt, you have to mail, okay? Yes, Shreya, you need to have the common point, okay? So the common point, it makes, you make it 100, okay? Okay, so mental ability portion, okay? That is the logical reasoning, okay? Math means logical reasoning for you. That logical reasoning is mental ability. Okay, so make sure you are doing that. And in every chapter, at least from what I have taught, every chapter I have given you a comprehensive sum. So practice that comprehensive sum, like in correlation regression also we have done it. In integration also we have. So integration differentiation also, if you keep practicing, So many students take in we will keep it an option. There is no need. You can get those marks, very easily. So, and all the other sums are given in the additional question banks are there to make you perfect in that subject. But at least whatever is given in the exercises, you should be able to do it. Also, don't forget your theory. Okay, theory, MCQ, practice. Okay, and always remember there's going to be a negative mark, and attempt as many mocks as possible. Okay, whatever the institute takes, physically in whichever city you are, go to the branch, register, ask them, and they will tell you when to register, how to register. You register for the mock exam, go and attempt the mock exam. Whatever mocks are available, past mock papers must be available on the website. Go, you take those and download those, get it printed, or even looking on the computer, in the family laptop or computers that you have. Keep an environment, lock the room for 2 hours and solve the sums and see, you can check the answer. Okay, so that happens, especially for theory question. It's very important because what the examiner wants and what is your interpretation. So sometimes, reading that word, reading that English, I know many of you are from vernacular medium. That is, you may be from Hindi speaking, like you have been learning in Hindi or Tamil or Marathi, so any language. So for those children, especially when you are attempting MCQ in any subject, not only mathematics, in any subject. So what happens, that English flow is not there, or you take a little time. Instead of reading it in 10 seconds, you are taking in 15 seconds, but that 5 seconds per question you are adding up, and so it gives you lesser time for calculation. So the more times you read, and you must have got the big book with all the mock papers and additional questions. Okay, so read through that also if you applied for the physical copy of the book. Otherwise, freely institute has a vast amount of information available for you to freely download, read through. The videos are free, so you should go and every day watch at least 1 hour of YouTube video of the institute. Whichever lectures you have attended, you should go and watch them again. Every day 1 hour of that, 1 hour you should spend in your formula, and so that will help you and to do your thing very well. Okay, to attempt very well. Okay, don't take pressure, eat very well, sleep well. Okay, some of you I know are going to have your final exams, 12th exam, board exams in next month, or you may be still having them. So just be cool, composed even before the exam. So at least 8 days before the exam, because the exam will be in the summer vacations, summer period. Make sure you are hydrated. Drink a lot of lassi, matha, or coconut, this thing, water in whichever area you are. So just keep yourself hydrated. Okay, and all the very best for your career. Please tell me when you pass, or just drop in a message on the Facebook or somewhere when you get through. So I'll be very happy for you. Okay, have a great day, all of you. And thank you, everyone, each and every one of you. It's been a pleasure teaching you. Okay, yes. So Nikita, Swati, Liza, Priyanka, Mehak, Pramod, Vaishnavi, Shreya, Darshan, then Tamanna, Nabeen, Swati, Narendra, Aditya, Priyanka, Nikita, Kavya, yeah, Shreya. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bye.